During this session, I'll try to walk you through the entire process of how you can start from scratch, do the research, add references, highlight the content. Everything we'll understand in this particular session. All right. We'll do a content mapping first, and this is the contents that we'll be covering today. The next important aspect, once you've done research, what is the next part? To organize your references, right? So that they're available at any point of time. And we'll learn a lot of tricks today. It is a database which can be used for research. Okay. Then you have the software called Reference Manager. And Reference Manager again combines multiple features. Number one is organizing the references. Number two, making notes and annotating. And number three, citing the references seamlessly. And when I say seamlessly, it is very, very good software such that when you use, MS Word and Mendeley together, and you are working on one computer, let's say you go to another computer, all you have to do is just log into your Mendeley account and everything just synchronizes together, cite seamlessly, right? When you add a reference on MS Word, it automatically gets synchronized to the Mendeley database. You log into your phone, you'll be able to see the reference. You do some annotations or editing, you will be able to see on the browser and also in the Mendeley software. We'll understand all of this. So these are the four important aspects of Mendeley: research, organize, note, annotate. You have this Mendeley Discovery, right? It is a huge, powerful research database, and the database comes from the Elsevier's journal, right? All of you know Science Direct and Elsevier's. So Elsevier is a popular database, a research database. It combines thousands of journals, and Mendeley is part of that. So that means if you're doing a search or research on discovery or Mendeley Discovery, you are automatically searching from all those thousands and thousands of journals in just one place, right? So that's again a very powerful one. When all the references are arranged and you are able to do research seamlessly, right? You are able to focus more on your work and less on doing those manual works and organization, right? When you're doing a lot of manual work, what happens? You're not able to focus on the research. So as when you use tools like Mendeley, you're able to streamline the entire process of your research and writing, right? Number two feature why Mendeley is so powerful is because it organizes the references in a very nice way, which can be retrieved at a later stage. So let's say you are working on a project today, and after 6 months you want to come back to the software, you'll be able to still find all the references synchronized. You can also export it and import it and do all of that. We'll understand how to do that in the demo part. Okay. And one most important reason why Mendeley is so powerful is because you can all collaborate. So let's say, five of us want to collaborate on a research paper. We all can sign into our Mendeley account. And whenever one of us adds a reference article, it is synchronized across all the devices. All of us are able to now access the references. Then we'll download Mendeley. And then what we'll do? We'll install the Mendeley software. Okay. Do the search functionality. Then we'll also understand how to add references. Adding references is also, a multiple step process. We'll understand that. Then we'll also understand how to collaborate with others. I'll also give you an assignment wherein all of us together will work on an article. All of you will be working in an article. By the way, I'll be just reviewing the whole process, and we'll give us, ourselves a time of, let's say, 4 or 5 days, and I'll assign the tasks to you wherein all of you will be working on sections of the document and putting the references, and you'll be working on the same document. Okay. Then most important feature which I like about Mendeley is exporting and importing the references. So let's say I'm working on a project today, and then let's say the client come back after 6 months, and then he asks me, okay, Manoj, can you do one thing? Can you send me that PDF of reference number 6, which you had used in that article, right? And when I know how to export and import the references, this entire process becomes easier. Okay, I'll show you how to do that. Okay. Next option is downloading the software. We understood the research part first, then we wanted to create an account, right? Put this password. Now, these passwords are already saved in my browser so that I don't have to remember. And I'll just click on this checkbox so that it just stays signed in for the rest of the time, right? Now I have just signed in. Once you sign in, you come back to this part here. Now this is your account on Mendeley. Once I have logged in, it will give me an option to view the PDF. This was not there earlier. It was asking me to sign in. And this option ask me to add to library. So I can create a library wherein I can go and add all the references. Okay. Now, when I add all of you here, all of you will be able to access this entire folder. Okay, so this is how collaboration happens. All right. And all the references that you are adding will come up and show up here. All the recently added references will come up and show up. You have some favorite references, you can do that and see that. Okay, you have any duplicate references, you can also see those references here. Okay, so this is about the general interface of Mendeley on the web. Right now we are logged into the web, so you are able to see the web version. Okay, then I can be part of the groups and discussions can be heard. Okay. Then there are a lot of third-party apps. You can connect your Mendeley account to other third-party apps. And once you have connected to the third-party apps, what happens? You'll be able to, seamlessly transfer those references across the apps. Okay. Now, once you have created the account and once you have understood the web interface, let's go ahead and understand the downloads, different types of downloads we have to do now. Now, once I run the reference manager, the first thing it is going to ask me is to log into the software. Right? So what do? I'll go ahead and okay. So I'll upload everything to the folder and you see what has happened. PDF is now added. Okay. Now, if I click on this, it will show me the read button. Again, I'll go and read this article. So that's how I added the PDF. Okay. So the PDF file is now available. Now let me read the article. And if I want to highlight anything, let's say I want to highlight lipase inhibitors. This is something which is important for lipase. It has come to the browser also. So this check I have to do every time I'm doing this. Why? Because let's say it does not sync, due to some error. And full confidence I'm adding all the references. Last May I'll see that the articles are not added. It is such a waste of time. So every time I do this, few seconds I have to spend and I'll be able to ensure that all the references are organized properly. So far what we did a research. We organized all the references in different folders. Now this article is again interesting. So let me go ahead and add to my folder. So I'm adding this article. The moment it happens, it will show me with these tick marks. Now the article is added. Two articles, right? Cancer. So let's go ahead and read. For example, I want to first write something about lung cancer. Let's say I want to use this content itself. Okay. And see the reference. It is Mao. Okay. So I'm going to my Word document and write some more content. So let's go ahead and read the other article from Wade. And let's say I want to use this part here. And of course, don't copy and paste when you're writing content. This I'm showing only for your understanding. So this is the article that I need to refer, Wade, right? So let's go ahead and insert it here, Wade, and click on citation. Okay. And I have to type the content. Now let's say I want to use this reference colon. So I'll use the word colon. And you see what has happened? This reference has changed. Are you able to follow this? I added some content here and the reference has changed. Okay. Now let's say I want to add something here below before this. Okay. Understood this part? It is beautiful, right? I'm not doing any manual work here. And now what I have to do, I have just to insert the references. I have, let's say, written the complete article. Now I want to insert the references. So make it bold. And then I'll go for a coffee, go for a walk. And then after 3 hours, I'll send the article.